The return to the 42-yard line.
Peachtree Stadium pitting Clinton River Kings against Davenport North. We're joining you in progress. We just are trying to avoid the monsoon currently going on at Brady Street Stadium here in Davenport, Iowa. The opening kickoff was ran to the 41-yard line of the Clinton River Kings on the opening play. David Johnson just ran into Davenport North territory. Opens the game off with a 15-yard run from scrimmage. Clinton sets up in a shotgun formation. First opening drive, second play. Giving to Johnson again. He's going down the right side. He fumbles, but the ball is recovered by Clinton. 2 rushes and 2 first downs by David Johnson.
That's good for a River King first down. The ball at the Wildcat 33-yard line.
Here we are on the opening drive. 11:34 left in the first quarter. Clinton is driving 2 plays, 2 first downs, set up an I formation, and mishandling by the snap from the center to the quarterback, and a loss of 4 yards on the play. And we head to 2nd and 13. It's a poor exchange by the center and the quarterback. Little to do with wet conditions. Players are playing on a little bit of a swamp. Less than 5 minutes before kickoff, we were in the middle of a monsoon. Not very typical of Midwest weather in the end of August, but nonetheless, we're playing football, and it's the opening weekend for IHSAA and the MAC Conference in Iowa. My name is Brian Medina, and I'm joined by Fallon Doyle. Color commentary, Fallon Doyle, also the marketing director of FTP Sports. Johnson gets 10 yards back after the quarterback fumbled the opening play on the 1st and 10. And now it's 3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line of the Wildcats. From quarterback, and it's taken out of the backfield just like that.
Johnson,
the North Wildcat defense forces a 4th down on the opening drive, trying to keep the River King offense off the field and get their North Wildcat offense back on the field to begin the 2009 season. We are here at Brady Street Stadium, and this is Clinton High School against Davenport North. Clinton High School is coached by Lee Camp. Lee is in his 3rd year at Clinton, coming in with a record of 7-11 last year. Clinton finished with a 4-6 record. And before the play is snapped,
timeout.
Clinton calls timeout, and just like that, we're going to have our first break in action.
And just like that, we're back. We're in the 6th drive, the opening drive of the ball game. Quarterback drops that pass, looks left, throws out to a split end, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown for the Clinton River Kings. 10 minutes even left in the first quarter, and they strike from 32 yards out. And just like that, Clinton begins the game with a touchdown in the season, who scores 6-0. It was a nice pass and catch, quarterback in the split end. And then Clinton's on the board first, 6-0. What do you think of that play, Fallon? Miss Fallon Doyle? That good, huh? And here comes the point after touchdown. Hold it down and kick it up, and blocked. And as the first drive of the season, and Clinton scores on 6 plays, 2 minutes, 55 yards, and just like that, we'll be back.
Here are back at Brady Street Stadium. Setting up the kick, Jake Mangler, Jake Sr. from Clinton High School. Kick is deep. Norris back to receive it. It's muffed, but he receives it, and he's out to the 22-yard line.
Trey Posey.
You're Davenport North and Clinton High School. Davenport North has got a new coach. Davenport is coached by John Flynn. Last year, Davenport North finished the season at 1-8. And included in that 1-8 season, they were defeated by Clinton 34-7. That game was at Clinton High School in Clinton, Iowa. North sets up in a shotgun. 4 receivers, 1 man in motion. And run is up middle, fumble, and it's recovered by the defense. Clinton gets the ball back in action. They're at the 14-yard line, knocking on the door. 1 play, 1 turnover by Davenport North. Not the way to start the season. The Wildcat offense loses the wet ball and gets Clinton a chance to put another touchdown on the board here early in the contest. Davenport North moved the ball effectively behind David Johnson. David Johnson is a senior running back being looked at by Division I schools. Quarterback drops back pass, corner of the end zone. And that is caught for a touchdown by running back David Johnson. 2 consecutive pass plays just result in 2 consecutive touchdowns by Clinton High School. That made it look way too easy. Clinton has moved the ball with no problem thus far in the wet field here at Davenport Community School Systems Brady Street Stadium. Score 12-0, 9:45 left in the first quarter. Clinton's going to go for 2. Fakes a handoff, rolls out to pass. Throws over the head of the tight end, Wade Kuster. But just like that, we've got 9:45 left in the first quarter, and the score is Davenport North 0, Clinton 12. Hello, sports fans. We are back again, waiting the kickoff from Jake Mangler. Jake is also the quarterback for the Clinton River Kings. Jake brings the kick, and it's deep. Proceed back at the 5. Runs it back up to the 21-yard line, where he's met by a host of tacklers from the Clinton River Kings. Davenport North's first drive resulted in a fumble. 1 play resulted in a fumble, and just Clinton made him pay for it. With 1 play, they scored a touchdown.
21-yard line.
This is Brian Medina and Family Ties Productions. We are joining you here on Channel 19 MediaCom. You can also find us on Facebook under FTP Sports or ftpsports.com. We also have a website, personal website, where you're able to buy DVDs of this broadcast. Wildcats try to go right, and we're met by a host of tacklers for a 2-yard loss. And it's 2nd and 12 at their own 19-yard line. 2 plays. Davenport North has had 1 fumble, and we're met in the backfield on that one. North lines up in a shotgun formation. A few receivers split out. That runner is met at the line of scrimmage and down.
Turn the ball carrier.
Davenport North, led by first-year coach John Flynn. Davenport finished last year with a 1-8 record. Were unable to make the playoffs, while Clinton High School was finished 4-5 in the MAC conference and also made the playoffs, but were defeated in the first round. That pass falls incomplete. Were defeated by Bettendorf High School to finish with a 4-6 record.
Fourth down and 11.
And after 3 unsuccessful plays, Davenport North High School is forced to punt at their own 19-yard line. Deep to receive for Clinton is quarterback Jake Mangler and David Johnson.
Off in punt formation.
That punt is fielded by Mangler. And he runs back. He's at the 45, the 50. Makes a move, and he's at the 30-yard line and taken down. And not before coming up with a 30-yard return. And with 8:10 in the first quarter, we're going to take a break. Score. I take that back. We're not going to take a break. We don't have any commercials in high school football.
First and 10 River Kings at their own 31-yard line.
Clinton begins this drive at the 31 of Davenport North. Mangler's in a shotgun formation. 2 running backs in the backfield. Hands off to the fullback. And he makes a move. He's outside of the 20, the 15. 10-5 and down at the 3-yard line. 28-yard run by the fullback. Number 28, Ty Hathaway.
Brian Shaw.
Quarterback handed it right up the middle. Hathaway made a couple breaks. And just like that, it's down to the 3-yard line. And Clinton is knocking on the door again with just 8:01 left in the first quarter. Trying to get in the end zone for the 3rd time. Make the score 18-0. Last week, coaches in the MAC conference got together.
A penalty marker.
Got a flag on the field.
Field.
And it's a encroachment by the defense.
Wildcat.
Remember, the Wildcat defense was lined up in the neutral zone.
Half the distance to the goal.
First and goal now at the 2-yard line.
Makes it first and goal inside the 2.
As I was saying, Clinton was predicted to finish 3rd in the MAC conference by the coaches of the Mississippi Valley Athletic Conference. Johnson fumbles. And that ball is loose and recovered by Clinton. Recovered his own fumble. Ball's a little slick today. It's been raining since about 11:45 this morning. So we got a wheeled wet playing surface and a wet ball. Which is not very conducive to holding on to it.
Second down inside the 2.
Clinton with a 2nd 2 at the 2-yard line. Excuse me, 2nd and goal. Hathaway gets the handoff. He's down at the 6-inch line. Knocking on the door is Clinton, trying to get ahead 18-0. Moving the ball very effectively on this Davenport North defense.
50, Jordan Garrow. It's 3rd down, the ball is inside the 1.
Davenport North has their backs against the wall, trying not to get down any further, but Clinton River Kings have 2 opportunities from the 6-yard line. And my best guess is that David Johnson will get the ball, and he does right up the middle, and he is untouched from the 6-yard line. And just like that, the River Kings bolt ahead 18-0 with 6:18 left in the first quarter. Clinton is having little to no problems with the Davenport North defense. Davenport North with a first-year coach and a very small squad, and a program is trying to rebuild as maybe a few things to talk about defensively after this first quarter. And Mangler drops back to go for two and walks into the end zone after he breaks a tackle. And just like that, Clinton goes ahead 20-0. Here we are back at Brady Street Stadium. 6:18 left in the first quarter. Clinton River Kings ahead 20-0. Mangler's kick is received into the end zone and back for a touchback.
By rule, the Wildcats will put the ball on
Tresposi watched that one fall over his head. And the ball is, by rule, will be taken to the 20-yard line. Thus far, Davenport North's had two possessions, one resulting in a fumble, one resulting in a 3-and-out. Trying to see if they can't get a little something going here to begin their third drive. Eric Reynolds, that pass sails over the head of the receiver, Brian Schleif.
Dominic Liddy putting pressure on the quarterback.
Eric Reynolds is a junior quarterback from Davenport North. Davenport North again lines up in a shotgun formation. Joe Kern is in the backfield, accompanying the quarterback. Four men spread out and in motion. Fakes the handoff. Actually, no, he was met by a bevy of Clinton tacklers.
The ball carrier.
Joe Kern was met in the backfield by four Clinton River King tacklers.
Adam Young.
Just like that, it's 3rd and 14. Thus far, Clinton has been playing defense in the backfield of the Davenport North Wildcats. That dump pass fell incomplete. And just like that, 3 plays and 3-and-out for Davenport North. We are here at Brady Street playing on the field turf. Davenport Schools at one time had AstroTurf, and at the beginning of the 2008 season went to a field turf, which is a kind of like a long grass. That punt is blocked, and the kicker kicks out of the end zone for a safety. But there is a flag on the field. There was actually a very intelligent play by the punter, saving his team 6. 2 is a little better than 6. I noticed the punt was blocked. He kicked it to the end zone to make sure his team didn't forfeit a touchdown. It was a very intelligent play by Brian Schleif. And with 5:33 left in the first quarter, score is now Clinton 22 and Davenport North 0. I did not stutter. That is 22-0. And now by rule, after the safety, Davenport North will be kicking off from the 20-yard line rather than the 40. The 40-yard line is the standard after a touchdown or field goal for teams to be kicking off. On safety, the defensive team kicks off from the 20, thus giving the receiving team the advantage after getting the safety. Thus far in this game, Clinton has had their way with the young Davenport North Wildcats. Davenport North has had little success on offense and little success on defense. This is not a way they wanted to start the 2009 campaign. And that kickoff is out of bounds at the 44-yard line. There's a legal procedure.
The free kick goes out of bounds.
My guess is that they'll take the ball at the 44 rather than making Davenport North re-kick. windy and wet Thursday evening on August 27th. Again, this is FTP Sports. If you're watching us,
Procedure penalty is
we do have DVDs that are for sale. We are on Facebook. That's a timeout by Davenport North. The coach wants to get them together and talk a few things over.
North has taken a timeout.
And we're back, football fans. Back in the drive press box. Look out, and the kids are getting poured on. Ty Hathaway's been in the backfield, but breaks a few tackles and is down the home team sideline down to the 31. Clinton is again heading downfield.
Hathaway on the
River Kings are playing with a full steam ahead attitude. As far as Davenport North has been
first and 10.
hit by bolts of lightning in this game. Again, Clinton sets up in a shotgun. Mangler is behind center. Man in motion. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson's round end. Knocks the tackler over. Down to the 25.
Keenan made the tackle.
Thus far, Clinton has ran left, ran right, ran up the middle, passed outside, and moved the ball very effectively thus far. Clinton sets up in their shotgun formation, two running back set. Mangler rolls left, and he's out and he's scrambling. Runs the tackle over, and he's down to the 16-yard line. Just like that, Clinton's got another first down. 4:14 left in the first quarter of play. Score Clinton 22, Davenport North 0.
That is a River King first down.
We're at Bay Street Stadium. This is the home of Davenport Community Schools. Davenport West, Davenport Central, and Davenport North all call this their home turf. Mangler hands off to Johnson. Johnson goes over the middle. Makes up juke. He's outside 10-5, and he's in the other for a touchdown. Just like that, Clinton moves ahead 28-0. Johnson made a couple moves like he was on Madden 09. Got around in and was untouched for another touchdown. Clinton ahead 28-0. We're going to try a PAT, point after touchdown. Snap it good, hold it down, kick it up, and it's good. And just like that, with 4:01 left in the first quarter, scores Clinton 29, Davenport North 0. Here we are back at Bay Street Stadium. Evidently streaking is back. We had a high school student, I'm assuming, run across the field, ran a 100-yard dash like he was Usain Bolt. Averted the police officers and skipped the fence, possibly on his way home, soaking wet. In the meantime, kickoff was received by Schleif. He returns the ball to the 26-yard line. Davenport North is on their third drive. Thus far, they've had a fumble, a block punt for a safety, a 3-and-out. Had very little success on the offensive end of the field. Very discouraging start with 3:55 left in the first quarter. They trailed 29-0. That handoff is taken by the running back, and it's swallowed up by that River King defense. 3-yard loss.
Turn on the carry.
That was pretty impressive, though. I've never seen a kid run so fast, soaking wet. Started at one end, kicked the
20-yard field marker, ran across the field, tried a couple cheerleaders, skipped the fence, and he's going home. And that pass is intercepted. Another turnover by that North offense. And the Clinton offense is back in action on the Davenport North side of the field. We're going to start this drive with a 20-yard line with a 29-0 lead. This is not the start that Coach Kern wanted to begin the 2009 campaign.
First and 10 at the Wildcat 20.
Mengler is set up in the shotgun, halfway on his right side. Johnson on his left. Johnson goes in motion. And about halfway on the right side, breaks a couple tackles, and he's down to the 12-yard line. Sets up a 2nd and 2. Got a man down. And he gets up. He's going to be all right. Walks it off, but Coach tells him, get your breather, kid. That was Jake George. Tried to get some cramps. Hathaway's met in the backfield. Picks up the yard to set up 3rd and 1. Even with a score of 29-0, this is a very good learning experience for the young Davenport North Wildcats. Something can always be learned no matter the score of the game, no matter the outcome of the game. Whether it's good sportsmanship or learning things on the field. It's just important to learn good things on the field as off the field. Good sportsmanship is stressed by the Davenport North High School in all their athletics. Handoff to Johnson. He's right in the middle, and he is going to get in the end zone again. Just like that, with 1:57 left in the first quarter, the score is 35-0. I can understand why Mr. Johnson is getting looks by Division I coaches. He has had no problems running all over the Davenport North defense. Clinton sets up for another extra point. PAT is up, and it's good. And 1:57 left in the first quarter. Score Clinton 36, Davenport North 0. This one, North. Here we are, and we're back. Kickoff is a short one.
Joey Petrine, the kick.
Is fielded and taken back to the 37-yard line. Deontay Luke was the receiver on that kick. Turned it back to the 36.5-yard line. 36.5, 36 3/4, somewhere in that area. This is an FTP Sports production. You can contact us at fallon.ftpsports@gmail.com or www.ftpsports.com, or you can find us on Facebook as FTP Sports. We're going to try to get all around the area and face mask. I think Davenport North might got helped out a little bit there on that one.
Deontay Luke, the ball carrier.
Personal foul face mask. That's a first down. And they're going to move into Clinton River King territory. Best news they've gotten all day. That's Davenport North's first down with 1:24 left in the first quarter. You can also find us, you can find us on Facebook under FTP Sports. We're going to try to get around and witness all the Davenport North, Central, and West football games this year, including the Bettendorf and Pleasant Valley. With the inclusion of North Scott. And also be on the Illinois side, catching
Alleman, Rocky, United Township, and Moline. Also, if there's anyone currently watching this game or still watching this game, we're also looking for sponsors. If anyone is interested in being on our website, you can contact us at ftpsports.com or fallon.ftpsports@gmail.com. We're looking for sponsors to possibly who are interested in supporting our website, supporting their local high school athletics.
Turn the ball carrier.
Looking for any booster clubs.
4 different tacklers on the
Anyone who would be interested in supporting high school athletics. So we would love your support, helping putting us on TV.
2 on the plays, 3rd down and 12.
Well, after 2 consecutive plays, 2 negative yardage plays, it's 3rd and 12 at their own 49-yard line. Reynolds under center, drops back to pass, rolls out, and he's taken down to the backfield, sacked by the Clinton defense. And as the first quarter rolls to an end, we've got a score of Davenport North 0, Clinton River Kings 36.
Late booster.
We're back, sports fans. Mangler is deep for the River Kings. Score 36-0, starting off the second quarter. That punt's deep by Schleif. And it's out at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, River Kings. The score of 36-0. Guessing by the rain and the pond that is forming on the field. This is perfect weather for a River King. Lame joke, not necessarily needing to laugh on that one. Just slightly bored. Wish this game would have been a little more competitive, but it's all right. It's our first game. Little something can be learned from every game. Clinton has their second string quarterback in now. Second shotgun. Hands off in the middle. He is outside. He's at the 40, 45, 50, and he's taken down to the 20-yard line. A 58-yard scamper. Trey Posey caught him by his shoestrings. Put that bucket back.
48 yards on the carry. 1st and 10, River King. Wildcat 20.
Mo Walker on the right side, outside, and he's down to the 2-yard line. So just like that, 2 plays.
Mo Walker, the ball carrier.
Mo Walker's 78 yards rushing on two carries. Second string having just as much luck as the first string. First and goal at the Davenport North 3.
3-yard line.
11:35 left in the second quarter. Clinton in a shotgun, hands out to Walker, and he's in the end zone. Mo Walker. Number 20, looking a little like Barry Sanders, scampering right on through the North defense. Score is a 42-0. That is not a misprint. Clinton lines up for the point after touchdown. Snap is off, kick is up, and it's good. And with 11:31 left in the first half of play, scores Davenport North 0, Clinton 43. And we're back, sports fans. at Brady Street Stadium. 11:31 left in the first half play. River Kings are flying high up 43-0. And kickoff is bounced and fielded at the 27. Fell on the kick. Brad Frick was able to corral that one. Wildcats going to take off the 27-yard line. Try and get a little something going here to start the second quarter off. At 43-0, Clinton has put in their second string defense. And it's a timeout. Davenport North, 11:28. We have a break in action. First and 10, Davenport North. 27-yard line. Quarterback's under center, Reynolds. Hands off, met by a bevy of tacklers. Drop for a 1-yard gain. Forward is better than backwards, though. I guess I was wrong. No gain. Wildcats have kind of been stuck in neutral in this one. Kind of a slow start, but it is early in the season, and the River Kings are expected to finish high in the MAC conference. The River Kings have 17 of 22 returning starters this year. Reynolds is hit hard at 2 River King tacklers, but he gets up. Got nailed by both ends for a 6-yard loss. Rain still falling down pretty hard. See quite a few umbrellas. They're sprung open here on the Davenport North side. Reynolds is back in the shotgun. Take snap. That one's batted away. Nice play by the River King defense. Sean Mulhall. Sean Mulhall predicted the play with a little screen on the right-hand side. Tried to get a little something going against the aggressive Clinton defense, and for no avail. The ball was batted down Mulhall and score. David Johnson and Mangler are back deep for the River Kings. Life gets the kick off. Mangler receives. He's down the River King sideline. He's at the 20, 35, 30, 25, the 20. Breaks a couple tackles, and he's off the races, but there is a flag down. He gets to the end zone, but there is a flag on the field. Early indications are holding. That was, regardless of the call, an excellent run by the quarterback Mangler. Excuse me, the starting quarterback Mangler. Received the kick, ran down the right side, on the sideline of the River Kings. Got to about the 25-yard line, dashed across field, and got in the end zone, but
penalty against the River Kings.
There was a block in the back. And that's a big no-no. 10-yard penalty, and with 9:39, the River Kings are about to begin their second drive of the second quarter, up 43-0. Still being in the first half, the mercy rule is not into effect yet. Mercy rule gives you a running clock, but it's still being in the first half. The Davenport North is still giving them a chance to come back in this one.
Handoff's taken on the middle. 3-yard gain. As I was saying earlier, this field was resurfaced back to begin the 2008 season. This is the host. Brady Street is the host to all 3 Davenport community schools. And off taken by Mo. He gets outside. Knocked out at the 47-yard line. A 15-yard gain. Little Mo Walker looking like Barry Sanders out there, run all over that North defense. Second string running back didn't think he'd get carries this early. But he's showing his speed, showing coach, I'm ready to play a little varsity action. Walker gets takes it at the 45-40. Looks like there's a flag and a hold. Knocked out the 30. There's a couple flags in the field.
Paul Walker, the ball carrier. Forced out by number 15, Trey Posey. There is a
holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Back him up. So far, the best defense for the North Wildcats has been Clinton inability to keep their hands off the jerseys of the North Wildcats. As you notice, the rain has not stopped since we began the telecast.
holding against the River King.
Rain started this morning around 11:45 with a little spitting and spattering, and is
First down.
about 7:30 tonight. We had a monsoon run through Brady Street and all of Davenport. Clinton's in shotgun, 2 running back set. Ball's taken in the middle, breaks a couple tackles. It's up a 2nd and 7. Trey Posey was in on another tackle for the North Wildcats. Trey Posey seems like a solid defender. Seems like every tackle that is made for the North Wildcats, his name is called. Walker gets outside again at the 40, 35. Knocks up tackler down at the 21-yard line. Picks up 23 yards on a 2nd and 7. Being the kickoff to the 2009 season, my guess is the Clinton River Kings are going to be a force in the MAC conference this year. I know coaches predicted them to finish 3rd behind Bettendorf and Davenport Assumption, but my guess is they're going to give Knights and Bulldogs all they can handle when they meet up on Friday nights. That one's taken up the middle and taken all the way down to the 4-yard line. That's about 1st and goal. First and goal at 4. 8:03 left in the 2nd quarter. Clinton's knocking on the door again, trying to add to their 43-0 lead. Stop in action. I guess the referees are a little confused about what's going on here. Clock's running, 7:54 left in the 2nd. Mo Walker's deep. Fullback takes it, breaks a couple tackles, and he is in the end zone. Clinton scores again. moves ahead 49-0. This is FTP Sports. I'm Brian Medina. If you'd like to reach us to purchase a DVD for this telecast, you can reach us at ftpsports.com. You can reach Fallon Doyle at phone number 608-279-7702. Our marketing director, Fallon Doyle. Point-out touchdown, kick is up, and it's good. 7:45 left in the first half. Score Clinton 50, Davenport North 0. Clinton is about to kick off, sporting a 50-0 lead. 7:45 left in the second. Kick is deep, all the way to the 20-yard line. Seed by Schleif. He avoids a couple tacklers, now to the 36-yard line. Oh, thanks.
Off on the return. Derek motion out of bounds.
Only got a couple seconds. I'd like to talk a little bit about Clinton. Little FYI, fact of the day. Clinton is actually named after Governor DeWitt Clinton, the 7th governor from the state of New York, for your information.
Joe Kern recovers. Austin Crick with the tacklers.
On a first down, Joe Kern received a handoff and was taken out 3 yards deep in the backfield. Set up a 2nd and 13. Reynolds is back in shotgun formation. Deontay is in motion. Handoffs again, met in the backfield. Loss of a couple more.
Joe Kern, the ball carrier. Austin
Guessing a few players after this game
and Ryan
might be hitting the new whirlpool at Davenport North. This isn't the start that Coach Flynn was wanting to begin the 2009 campaign. Davenport North finished with a 1-8 record last year. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. No indication as yet. And it's recovered by the River Kings. 6:23 left in the game. We have our 3rd turnover by the North Wildcats. 6:23 left in the second quarter, not the game, first half. Sorry. Got a little ahead of myself. 3rd turnover. They also had a punt and block for a safety. And Clinton's lined up, ready to go again. Backup quarterback Tyler Moorhead is in the game.
by the River Kings. 1st and 10.
In the backfield is Justin Clark. Clark takes the handoff. Gains a few. Definitely show the depth and experience on the Clinton side. Clark's rush sets up a 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line. Morris in shotgun, 2 running back set. Hands off to Clark. And he dropped in the backfield for a loss.
Justin Clark, the ball carrier. Tyler Persinger landing out of bounds.
It's nice to see that the North Wildcats have not given up yet. Showing a little pep in their step, playing a little defense. Again, Clinton sets up in a shotgun. Fumble. Ball's recovered by the Wildcats.
A fumble on the play.
That's a little something to be excited about.
Recovered by number 45, Deontay Luke.
That ball was recovered by number 45, Deontay Luke. Deontay is a senior at Davenport North. Deontay has been in on a few tackles.
1st and 10 for North.
And he was in on that fumble recovery.
3-yard line.
Nice to see the kids from Davenport North aren't giving up with a 50-0 deficit in the first half of play. Reynolds hands off.
Turn the ball carrier.
Kern's been in the backfield.
Eric Pruitt.
The Clinton River Kings have had their way with that young offensive line from Davenport North. Reynolds sets up in the shotgun. Excuse me, steps up to center. Man in motion is Deontay Luke. Snaps received. Kern takes it down at the 40.
Turn the ball carrier.
Sets up a 3rd and 12.
Cassidy.
Rain continues to pour down here at Brady Street Stadium
Along with Taylor
in Davenport, Iowa. Davenport schools also host all their track events here at Brady Street. Reynolds' pass is outside and incomplete.
He passed to number 45.
Just like that, it's another 3 and out by the North offense.
4th down and 12. Wildcat 40-yard line.
Hessen Morrow back for the River Kings. Sclafe's punt is off. Wet ball muffed. And ball's taken to the 39-yard line by Patrick Hess. And with 4:16 left, the River Kings take over and try to punch it in the end zone right before half. 4 minutes to do so. With the clock stopping on all first downs, Clinton will be able to move the ball upfield and have a chance to punch in the end zone right before half. Tyler Moorhead's the backup quarterback into the game for the River Kings. Tyler lines up under center. If you notice the rain coming down, it's raining like cats and dogs here at Brady Street Stadium.
5-yard penalty.
Haven't seen it rain like this since '86.
Off against the River Kings.
And a step back 5 yards. Ball taken by the up man. Taken down for a 3-yard gain.
Aaron Brown, the ball carrier.
Aaron Brown takes that one for a 3-yard gain. Tyler Moorhead under center in the swamp. A fumble. That ball is picked up by North. They're off to races. No, his knee was down. I would have let him have it. I'm all for fair play, but score 50-0. Davenport North having very little chance to come back and win this one. Pretty sure he didn't have a knee down. I'm not the ref, though. That fumble was recovered by the North defense. Score 50-0, 3:32 left in the first half of play.
Fumble. Humphreys recovered the fumble was ruled down.
Humphrey forced the fumble and recovered the fumble for the North Wildcats. 2 turnovers, and successive possessions for the Clinton River Kings. Kearns met in the backfield, but muscles his way for a 1-yard gain, sets up a 2nd and 9. With 3:19, Davenport North on the 33-yard line, trying to move the ball upfield, trying to get something going right before half. A little something to build on. Reynolds sets up a shotgun. 1 running back to his right. Drops back pass. Fakes, runs up the middle. And he picks up 5. Setting up a 3rd and 5 at the 28-yard line. Reynolds faked right, like he was going to come to his running back, ran out the middle, and picked up 5 yards. Showing a little confidence.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Curran on his right side, he sets up a shotgun. 2:32 left in the first half. Looks pass. Gets his own fumble. Taken out at the 28-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by number 17, Josh Thomas, and number 22.
Reynolds with very little time to do anything back there. Pump faked once, and just like that, he had 4 River Kings right on his butt. We got a 4th and 5, the 28-yard line. Reynolds is back in shotgun. 2 minutes right, 2 minutes left. Man in motion. Throws out to his man. Oh! Reynolds' pass is caught by Luke, but he's met by Justin Clark. Probably the hardest hit I've seen today. With 2:17 left in the first half of play, Clinton's got the ball back.
Clinton from their own 30-yard line.
Rain still pouring down. It's 8:30 on a Thursday night. No place I'd rather be but in a press box watching rain pour down on a bunch of high school kids. Morehead's handoffs taken by the up man. Dropped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Second and 10. Looks like Clinton might be trying to run out the first half clock with a 50-0 advantage. Taken again by the fullback. And he picks up 12. Moving them chains. Moving ahead to the 42-yard line. 1:40 left on the clock. Clinton trying to put another touchdown on the board. Ahead 50-0. I can honestly say that I've never seen this much rain in one day in my entire life. Brown takes on a handoff up the middle. Coach Lee Camp trying to run out the first half clock, trying not to run the score up on his MAC foe, Davenport North. Moorhead breaks the huddle. Just under a minute left in the first half. Hands off the fullback, breaks the tackle, down at midfield.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Brown has been running with a whole lot of muscle, running right in the ball, running right into defenders, and gaining yards with very little problem. Playing a little smash mouth football there in the first half of play. 20 seconds left in the first half. Moorhead's under center, 3rd and 2. Hands off to Brown. Down at the 45.
Brown carries for the first down.
7.1 seconds left in the first half, but I'm just going to guess that that's the end of the first half. And as I watch the time tick away, we end the first half play. Clinton 50, Davenport North 0.
That is the end of the first half. We invite you to visit our concession stand. We remind you that Booth Club is selling pork chop and
Here back to start the second half. North's back deep to receive the kickoff. Deficit of 50-0. Kick is short. Received by Deontay Luke. He's at the 40. 45-yard line. He's dropped by a couple tacklers from Clinton. And the second half with the score 50-0, we are going to be under the mercy rule. Thus, the running clock will be into effect. Speed things up so that Clinton doesn't run the score up any on Davenport North. Not that they would, but it has been done in the past. That's the reason why they have the mercy rule, because some team thought it was cute and or funny to run the score up. But for fair play rules, nice run outside by Kern. Nice start to the second half. Picks up 7 yards on first down. And begin the second half. Davenport North is into River King territory. Reynolds is back in shotgun. Luke is in motion. Hand off to the Kern. It runs to the 45. Real close to a first down. Third and 1 at the 46 of the River Kings. Kern's by the backfield and dropped in the backfield short of the first down. Setting up a fourth and short for the North Wildcats. My guess with a 50-0 deficit, they will be going for it. Reynolds is back in shotgun. Kern's up tight. Takes the handoff. Takes the snap under center. Rushes for 7 yards and a first down. A little misdirection. Just threw off the defense a little bit. Reynolds was in shotgun. And Kern stepped under center, took the handoff, and got a first down. Clock running, 9:21 left in the third. That ball's over the head of Reynolds. Kern falls on it at the 38.
Kern recovers
after moving the ball and getting a first down. Davenport North back to the old antics. But with the conditions, a little wet, it's a little tougher to handle the ball. Reynolds drops back in shotgun. Throws to Kern, and that's incomplete.
The pass ball is incomplete. It'll be third down.
Clock's running. 8:32 left in the third. Clinton's first and second string offenses had very little trouble with the Davenport North defense. The North Wildcats tried to set up a screen to go to Sclafe, and that pass was tipped by the River King defender. Just like that, it's 4th and 34.
Sclaife is set to punt. Back deep for the River Kings is Ben Parker. Ben muffs it. And gathers his own fumble.
The punt covered up by number 7. It'll be River King ball, first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah. Third quarter play. Scores Davenport North 0, Clinton 50. We'd like to thank both athletic directors for the cooperation and letting us videotape tonight's game. There's a fumble picked up by Luke. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. That's a touchdown by the Davenport North Wildcats. The miss exchange by on the shotgun snap. Quarterback mishandled it, fumbled, and Deontay Luke, who's been in the backfield for a good portion of tonight's game, picked up the fumble and scampered 40 yards for a touchdown. It's very nice to see that the North kids have not given up and are out there playing football, the game they love. They get on the board with 6:50 left in the third quarter. An extra point is no good. But with 6:50 left in the third quarter, Davenport North gets on the board. And it's Davenport North 6, Clinton 50. And we're back. Score 50-6. That one's deep. Picked up by the receiver. Knocked down to 10. Davenport North showing a lot of enthusiasm here in the second half. Picked up a touchdown on a fumble recovery, and on the kickoff, grounded the River Kings at the 11-yard line. Evan Kenny was the returner on that one. Kick came and muffed it. Wet football prohibited him catching that cleanly. .17 and running. Ball's fumbled. Moore balls on it. I don't know if you noticed the rain, but it is an extremely wet football, extremely wet field. Very difficult to keep a dry football in tonight's game. Both teams have had little to no success of keeping the ball in their midst. Clinton sets up the I formation. Ball's taken by Mo. And Mo Walker is dropped for a 1-yard gain. Yeah, 3rd and 11 at their own 10-yard line. Davenport North's playing a little defense here. Mo Walker is deep in the I formation. Walker is taken down the backfield. Loss of 5. Sets up a 4th and 16. Clinton will be punting from their own end zone with a 50-6 lead. Deep is Trey Posey for the Wildcats. Very deep. Posey's up to the 40, receives the ball, fumbles, picks it back up. Met by a host of tacklers down at the 37-yard line of Clinton River Kings.
Trey Posey on the return.
Clinton coach Lee Camp is in his second year at Clinton. First 2 years he accumulated a 7-11 record in the MAC conference, 7-12 overall with a loss in the playoffs last season. Ball carrier Kern taken for a 2-yard gain down to the 35-yard line. Kern again hopped underneath center, took a quick snap and gained a few yards. Shotgun formation, Reynolds back as quarterback. It's a snap. Kern around right side and taking it for a 4-yard loss.
Blake George made the tackle.
4 yards gained on first is erased with 3 yards lost on second. Davenport Community Schools also play soccer here at Brady Street Stadium. You can see the black markings all over the football field. That pass is complete. And it's a 5-yard gain down to the 30-yard line. Setting up a 4th and 2. Reynolds pass is caught by Clavon. Nice pass and catch. Reynolds drops back to pass. Gets rid of it to Luke, but it's short. And just like that, with 2:10 left in the third, Clinton's going to take over on offense, stopping the North offense. North was able to pick up a first down, but unable to move the ball any further than that. Looks as if Clinton's got their third string quarterback in. Matt Morrow is under center. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. That one's fumbled and Morrow's on top of it. No, he's not. Ball's loose. Picked up. Recovered at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Chris Mays with the full recovery at the Clinton 14-yard line, and Davenport North's back in business, knocking on the door, trying to make a little something happen here in the third quarter. Actually, he's at the 17-yard line. Guess he doesn't get credit for the roll. Reynolds takes a snap and muffs the snap. Drop for a 7-yard loss, back to the 24-yard line.
Fumble recovered by number 12, Eric Wright.
Reynolds is sacked back at the 34-yard line.
Reynolds is sacked by number 65.
The Clinton River Kings are in the backfield as soon as the ball was snapped on that one. And as the clock ticks down on the third quarter of play, we're going to have a score of Clinton 50, Davenport North 6.
That is the end of the third quarter.
Reynolds is back in shotgun to begin the fourth. Drops back to pass, throws it deep. Ball flutters to the ground. Incomplete. And with 11:50 left in the fourth quarter and the ball game, Clinton takes over on offense with a 50-6 lead. A reverse. There's a dropped.
Tyler Persinger.
I'm sorry. The first pass was incomplete, and the reverse was for 4th down, and the ball's over on downs. Back to the River Kings. My mistake. I'm sure I'll make a few this year. Morrow, the 3rd string quarterback, sets up at the 27-yard line. 10:48 left in the 4th quarter. Second half is flying by. First half took a little over an hour, and the second half we're just 20 minutes in, and the second half's almost over. With the running clock moving along pretty fast.
Fumble on the play recovered by Aaron Brown.
That one is recovered. The fumble was recovered on the mishandle by the quarterback center exchange. Picked up for no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line. The rain has slowed down a little bit. And so has the pace of the Clinton's offense.
Substitution infraction charged to the Wildcats.
Davenport North broke the huddle with 12 men. Too many men on the field for the play. Morrow looked for somebody to hand the ball off to, no one was there, and he's dropped for a 5-yard loss.
The quarterback, Matt Morrow, is tackled by number 50, Jordan Garrow. Lost him a couple yards on the play.
After that play, it sets up a 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8.
Morrow is back in shotgun. 2 running back set. Hands off, and Brown's met by a couple tacklers.
Aaron Brown, the ball carrier.
And it looks as if Clinton is forced to punt.
Chad Daly.
Haven't had to say that too many times today.
Garrow on the tackle.
Punt team's on, but I'm only seeing 6 players out there.
Jeff Owens also stop.
Coach only had to scream once, and players still filter onto the field. Finally getting enough guys. That can't make the coach too happy. Even with a score of 50-6, you still have to be into the game. That's a delay of game.
Delay of game penalty charged to the River Kings.
Let's go. Fourth and 12, back at the 10-yard line. Back to punt. Calls for a fair catch, lets it bounce. And it rolls, very friendly roll for the River Kings. All the way down to the 13-yard line. And with 7:05 left in the 4th quarter and the ball game, Davenport North starts at their own 14. Trying to get one offensive score before the end of the game. They're going to have to go 86 yards. Their lone score came on a Deontay Luke touchdown on a fumble recovery.
First and 10 North.
We do sports, right?
Their own 19. Correction, their own 14.
That one's fumbled, picked up by Luke. Wrestled out of bounds at the 11. Kern was the ball carrier, fumbled, and Deontay Luke picked his fumble up. Lost a couple yards, but did not lose the ball. .548 and counting. Score 50-6 with 5:32 left in the game.
Aaron Brown on the tackle.
Aaron Brown, the tackler. Reynolds is back in shotgun formation. Hands off. Ooh. Nice tag. That was taken up the middle by Keenan Humphreys. Rushes for 10 yards. Not enough to get a first down. Back to punt is Schleif. 4:44 left in the ball game. Couple returners back. Schleif's punt is out of bounds. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 right at the 40-yard line of Davenport North.
40-yard line, where the River Kings will start 1st and 10.
Again, this is a Family Ties Productions. There's a couple ways to contact us if you're interested in buying a DVD of this game. You can contact us either by way of fallon.ftpsports@gmail.com, or you can find us at Facebook under FTP Sports, or www.ftpsports.com. Or you can also call our marketing director, Fallon Doyle. Her phone number is 608-279-7702. Morrow's handoff is taken by Benson. He's around the left end, picks up a few down to the 34-yard line. 3:30 and counting. Clinton is about to start the young season 1-0 in the MAC Conference, 1-0 for the regular season record. The right way to begin the season. Definitely have to say that Coach Lee Camp has got to be excited about his River Kings this season. Benson takes another handoff, runs down to the 32.
Benson, the ball carrier.
Sets up a 3rd and 2.
Nate Federer, Nate Hubbard, Chad Daly among the tacklers.
.238 and counting. Morrow is in shotgun formation, 2 running back set. Takes a snap. Brown takes the handoff down to the 25 and the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Clinton's knocking on the door late in the game. Try to get one score here in the second half. And actually, the one upside of this game has been for Davenport North that they've held the Clinton River Kings to no points in the second half. And Davenport North has actually won the second half 6-0. But who's keeping track? Something to build on. Morrow's back in shotgun formation again. Hands off down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown by Benson. 19-yard scamper.
Damon Benson for the River Kings.
And just like that, with 1:44 left in the ball game, Clinton tacks on one more touchdown and make the score 56-6. PAT attempt by the River Kings. Ryan Judge going to be back to kick.
Number 16, Ryan Judge, in kicking formation.
And snaps off, holds down, kicks up, and it's good. Runs the score to 57-6. I think I spoke too soon about Davenport North winning the second half. 119-yard run. Clinton takes a 57-6 lead. Closing on a strong note, just as they started very strong, bolting out to a 50-0 lead in the first half. .144 remaining, 57-6 lead. Back to kick for River Kings is Ben Parker. Kicks it deep. That one's returns at the 32-yard line. Nice return by Trey Posey.
Trey Posey on the return. Matt Merrill and Andrew Timberlake.
140 and counting down in this game. Score 57-6. I'm Brian Medina, and I've been your play-by-play announcer. Trying the best I can. Hopefully I don't get too many hate emails after this game. That handoff's taken and ran down the 42 by Keenan Humphrey. Keenan is a senior at Davenport North High School.
Chris Wendell on the tackler.
It's a first down and 10 with 54 seconds left in the ball game. Reynolds is back in shotgun formation. Hands off again to Keenan, and he's dropped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
Corey Svensson. Kieran Ott on the tackler.
30 seconds and counting down on this one. Reynolds is back in shotgun formation again. Drops back to pass. Gets rid of it. Deep downfield. Batted away. Went for Deontay Luke down the Davenport North sidelines. Ineffective, and we're counting down 9, 8, 7. And it doesn't look as if we're going to get a snap off. And that's the end of the ball game.
That is the end.
Clinton started the 09 campaign with a 57-6 trouncing of the Davenport North Wildcats. Having very few problems in the first half. The River Kings bolted out to a 50-0 lead with the clock ticking away. With the Mercer rule into effect, they score finished with a 57-6 outcome. And this was an FTP Sports Productions. I'm Brian Medina, and you can contact us at ftpsports.com. And we would love your support. Thank you.